Well, Pelosi
is drunk.
Well, yeah. Oh, is today we're just going to say obvious things today?
Yes.
Okay. Pelosi had a fun little press conference today or last night, I think. Anyway, it's about the State of the Union. So why don't we just check out what this old broad has to say?
Right now to House Speaker Nancy Pelosi holding her weekly news conference. Let's listen.
In writing or in person, his statement of the State of the Union. What happened instead was the president using the Congress of the United States as a backdrop for a reality show, presenting a state of mind that had no contact with reality whatsoever.
You saw the article about her pre-ripping the pages?
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
So fucking hilarious.
I have a question, Nancy. How can you go up there with a straight face after getting
Botox
BTFO'd in this impeachment thing?
She got dunked on.
Getting BTFO'd in the election, about to get BTFO'd in another election. How can you sit there in straight face and say that Trump has no grip on reality? Look, you're all losing your grip on fucking reality.
It was quite appalling to hear the president say the 150 at least million families in America that are faced with pre-existing medical conditions, a benefit that is afforded to them in the Affordable Care Act, that he was protecting that benefit.
Now, what about the people in the Affordable Care Act? I know some personally. Remember when they said you could keep your doctor? They couldn't keep their doctor. They said it would be affordable. It's costing some families like $800 a month to have insurance under the Affordable Care Act, for real. So, Nancy, the losing grip on reality, here's the thing. This coming election, right? If the Democrats were smart, okay? Or not even smart. How about just politically savvy, right? For these 3 years that they've been saying Trumpity, Trump, Russia, Ukraine, they were putting together a way to forgive student loans, or like a really good healthcare plan, like something, or maybe a way to stop people from dying on the streets from fentanyl.
Yeah.
Like if they were doing that, they probably would have a shot. But here's the issue. You know those kids, well, you were probably that kid just like me, where you have a project that they go, okay, that you have 1 month to do this project. And then when you do the project, the night before.
Day 29.
Yeah, you're like, 20 pages? Oh, fuck. And you stay up all night, and you still get like a D, but you stay up all. They're trying, instead of campaigning and trying to do shit for 3 years, for the night before, they're like, yeah, and healthcare. And it's like, you goofy bitch. You haven't been talking about any of this. No, you haven't mentioned healthcare. None of you have mentioned anything. They have talked more. They have talked about healthcare. They have talked about illegal immigrants getting healthcare.
Well, they need it.
They have talked about infrastructure. The infrastructure in Ukraine that apparently we have to pay for, I guess. Like, they're so fucking out of touch. And then the night before, they're like, and another thing. Nancy.
It's over.
You've had the House now. You're going to be on 2 years now. What healthcare plan have you guys even put out? You got the votes, right? At least they get it through the House. They have the votes. So you have the votes, right? But you spend all your time going after fucking Trump and going after Russia and going after white people and saying illegal immigrants have the right to have caviar. And people are like, bro, you goofy bitch. This shit might work in San Francisco. And even there, people are starting to go, I'm moving to Idaho. Like,
Yeah.
You saw Elon Musk?
Yeah, I saw that.
He changed his fucking... He changed his city on Twitter to Austin, and he's good at trolling, but can you imagine if he leaves fucking California and moves this entire thing to Austin, Texas? Like, that's what's happening. You guys are so fucking out of touch. It's ridiculous. This is why Bernie's going to win the nomination, even with everything you're saying, because Bernie is a crazy lunatic fucking communist that can never beat Trump, all right? But the reason he's going to win is it's not that Bernie's saying brilliant things. It's just he's saying something.
Yeah.
And they're saying nothing.
He's saying something, and honestly, like, here's the thing, right? You can be batshit crazy and probably be elected president. You can be batshit crazy and you can ascend to a position of power. but you can't be batshit crazy and completely full of shit. And that's the problem, is that she and her ilk are all batshit crazy and also full of shit. Say what you want about Bernie, he's batshit crazy and he's stupid, but he believes everything he's saying.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, like when you're dealing with, hey, what about the health care? And these illegal immigrants deserve champagne and blowjobs. And everybody's like, what? And then Bernie's like, we got to break up the banks and take everybody's guns. And you're like, I mean, fuck, at least the guy believes what he's saying.
It's a plan versus no plan.
Yeah, we have to get Trump. And what about the babies? And he's like, look, what we have to do is we have to overhaul Medicare. We got a lot of things we got to do. Like, at least and you go, all right, well, he's talking. He's got some ideas.
Right.
Not just, what do you think, Nancy? Well, we have to stop Trump. Like, wait, but okay. Bernie, what about you? The healthcare system is completely flawed. We got to break up the banks. We got to take everybody's guns away now. And you're like, okay, at least he's spitballing. Hey, somebody's spitballing here.
Right. You're right. Like, you know what it is?
But how will that help us get Trump?
It's
It's
like-
like, you're not getting it, Nancy. This isn't all about Trump.
You have one of the best Bernie impressions in the. I'm not in the business. I swear to God, it gets me every fucking
It
time.
should be really more like, we gotta take everyone's guns away.
Oh, that's Crowder's.
and it's called the aristocrats.
Oh, that's Crowder's. That's Crowder's Bernie. Sir.
Even my Godfrey's better than yours, Crowder. I could fucking do this better than you in my sleep.
In fact, he has done everything to
Two squad in
dismantle
the
it.
chat said Nancy's got some nice raisins. I don't know why it made me laugh
That's actually
earlier.
very funny.
Shit.
In fact, we are fighting him in the courts right now to preserve that benefit. That misrepresentation
Oh my God,
It's embarrassing, right?
dude! If I was the squad, you know what the squad is right now? It's like the Lion King. They're just a bunch of hyenas waiting.
Oh,
just waiting. They're going to Nancy. If you don't step down, they're gonna rip your throat out. They're going to rip your throat out and shit on your carcass. You can't be the leader of the house and show this much weakness. I don't care what party you're in, right? Like, the leader of the house has to be somebody that's, yeah, and these are our plans. You got bullied by a 27-year-old Mexican restaurant bartender into impeaching people, which is going to make you lose the house, by the way. You're going to lose the house now, only because most people are like, these guys are fucking nuts. My kid just died of an overdose, and this is what you're talking about?
I can't wait until the squad and Nancy go at it and all these shrill bitches create so much division in their party that they lose even more seats.
You're right.
And the few seats they retain won't include the squad or Nancy. It'll all be men.
it'll
They'll
be-
bring men back.
Men are making a comeback, guys.
And it's just first day back on the job. Yes, representative from the 9th District. Yeah, I just want to do the best we can to create a bipartisan effort to make this a better country. Thank you very much. No more of this. Yeah, clap back, bitch. Like this, women should not be allowed anywhere around politics. Period.
Fuck. No, look, I don't even mind if they have like congressional seats, but they shouldn't be in intelligence agencies or Speaker of the House. Like, look, if
No,
you,
they shouldn't even have seats. Have
No,
you seen
no,
what the squad's doing with the
That's
yeah,
true.
girl?
I guess you're
I
right.
can't hold it in, girl. Ooh, what's that? Oh, I'm just playing. I'm Martina Martinez. They should not be
it's
allowed.
funny because you know what, they're doing stuff like that, and they're the same people that go, Trump is taking the dignity out of the White House, and they're doing cornrows in each other's hair in the fucking Congress seats. Go fucking.
Rand Paul's walking through in his fucking North Face fleece, going. Does anybody else smell weed? What the fuck's going on in here? Is hip hop blasting in the hallways? They're like, what is going on?
The house looks like a fucking R. Kelly video. Everyone's just fucking. You're right. They're smoking blunts and fucking braiding each other's hair.
AOC's boyfriend is showing up to Congress and to the fucking House of Representatives. Hey, could you tell Alexandria to come down? I need the car. I need the car because I got to do some stuff today. You're like, wait,
And she comes down in a wife beater, no bra, wearing a Yankees cap. Here you go. Hey, gassing it this time. You hear me? Gassing it this time.
Great. And it's like one of those fucking, it's one of those Better Call Saul cars.
Yeah. Fucking. All I can think about now is the House of Representatives
Just falling apart.
It's a fucking walk in, and it has an old Ford that's just sitting there. They go, my boyfriend's going to repair it. Don't worry. He's going to fix it. Okay? Just leave it. All right?
It's embarrassing.
Was appalling and so clearly untrue.
Yeah, and Pelosi's about to call a vote, and AOC's on the phone like, hey, I gotta go. My mom's calling me. Yeah, I got my mom. My mom needs me. She's a real bitch. You know what she's making us do today? She's making us take a vote for health care. Can you believe this dumb bitch? I'm gonna vote no, because like fuck her. All right, I gotta go. I gotta go. I gotta go.
And next he talked about another issue of concern to America's working families, the issue of the cost of prescription drugs.
She sounds like you sound like when you're eating a jawbreaker and you're talking to somebody.
Yeah. Or like when you just had like dental work done.
Before.
Like the Novocaine's wearing off.
Seeing grown men cry across the country when it comes to the fact that they cannot afford the prescription drugs.
First off, grown men don't cry, okay? Across the country. They let cancer build up in their body, and then they die. That's what grown men do, all right?
And meet their other obligations to their
Obligations.
families. And we had talked about negotiating for lower prices. That's the only way you're going to get lower prices. During the campaign, the president said he was going to negotiate like crazy.
They've talked about getting lower prices. Isn't the I mean, look, I just saw the president was trying to get a bill passed where the hospitals would have to tell you the price up front.
Yeah.
Which is good. Look, I agree with that. I think that doesn't matter who passes that. They should pass that because if you've ever been to a hospital for like the same procedure, depending if you go one tier or one down the road, it'll be, not even kidding, like a $10,000 discrepancy for the same procedure done. They should. It's the only field where you could go and get a procedure done and they don't tell you up front how much it's going to be.
Yeah, like this is one of my things that like when people get all fucking, they act like I just don't give shit about the healthcare system and, fuck it. It's like, I don't think the healthcare system's fine and I'm not okay with the way things are, but giving everyone free shit isn't the solution. The solution would be to find better ways to regulate the healthcare industry, to create and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be allowed to make a profit either. You should be absolutely be allowed to make a profit. But like Roy said, there's places where, you go to get it to two different estimates and it's like a $10,000 difference. And you're like, I don't know I saw some posts the other day. Some guy was in the hospital and he posted a picture of the cough drop that he got from the hospital. Did you see that? Yeah. It's one individually wrapped Hall's cough drop. $10.
Yeah, but it had mentoliptus in it.
$10 for one cough drop.
I could buy 5 cases for $10 on Amazon.
I would just buy cough drops and then hang out in the hallway of a hospital. What's up? Got them cough drop. $5.
Mike gets arrested for selling Lucy cough drops.
Cough drops. Got them cough drops.
I think like crazy means maybe not at all. I've said that to you before. Because
then I have to find a legal workaround at the hospital. Like, nah, man. Legally I can't sell these to you, but I could give you one, and then you can make a donation. Do it like the weed things in D.C. So you got to buy a T-shirt, and then I'll give you the cough drop.
The president's statements have sent pharma stocks soaring. And for him to represent that he was working on that. We had been working on it. We were hopeful to get something done.
But you have the House. What have you passed? Like, again, you can't blame the guy. Everything starts at the House, right? Like, all the bills start in the House. That's where they start, okay?
How does a bill get made, Royce?
Do not make me play the Simpsons one. That's what I'll play coming back from break.
Done. I guess pharma must have stepped in. And then he talked about saving Medicare.
Pharma has given money to you.
Prove it.
You could, but I can. You could look it up. Pharma has given money to you. Pharma has given money to Cory Booker. Pharma gives money to all you fucking disingenuous fucks. So to fucking pretend like you guys don't get money from the pharma industry. This is, again, man, this is why you can say what you want about Bernie Sanders, and I don't like him, but you know who hasn't getting money from pharma? Bernie Sanders. Never. He's never gotten money from them. You can say what you want about him. He doesn't. All of you.
I do get free pills though.
Okay, well he gets some stuff. Yeah.
They give me free pills.
Medicare and Social Security, when in fact, in his budget, the 220 budget that he submitted, $2 trillion worth decreased.
Remember, Trump is the crazy one.
You know,
Did
Obama
Medicare-
spent a lot of money too.
A lot of money.
Remember Solera?
Remember hot dogs?
And Medicaid combined.
God, you're right. Solera, the failing the
Chinese solar company.
Yes, the Chinese solar company.
Including to
We gave $1
in
billion
terms of
in
Social
cash to Iran
Yeah.
for a deal that we're not even in anymore. So, you know, let's not talk about wasting money, San Francisco lady.
They passed the impeachment thing with flying colors, and it went to the Senate and it was killed. If they would have passed some sort of bill, which would have probably got bipartisan support, not everybody, but it would have got bipartisan support. If they would have tried to pass a bill to hold pharma companies accountable, a lot of Democrats wouldn't have voted for it. Because a lot of these Democrats are indebted to these people. The truth of the matter is, you can't fix healthcare. That's why the Obamacare thing was such a fucking scam, right? Because like you said earlier, Mike, we've talked about it before. The problem with healthcare isn't that everyone should get it for free. It's that it would be more affordable if these medical companies, these hospitals, these pharma people were upfront about their pricing, right? The thing is, Obamacare didn't make them do that. Obamacare wasn't passed with a flat rate. Obamacare was like, don't worry, hospitals, we're going to pay you. We'll pay you for your outrageous costs that you're doing. It didn't regulate anything. All it did was just pass it off and go, the hospitals are the farm industry's still going to make money, just everybody's going to pay for it now.
Security.
But the good news is, you get to keep your doctor. Mm-hmm. You'll get to keep your doctor. What happened to that,
Reduce
Royce?
the disability benefit and Social Security. So these, one after another, right to the kitchen table of America's working families.
You live in San Francisco. You don't know what a working family looks like.
But this Trump guy has worked.
You know, they laugh because, Trump couldn't find Ukraine on a map. This bitch couldn't find Iowa on a map.
To serve up these falsehoods. What appalling also was when he was trying to discredit the triumph of the
I can't
Obama
with this
administration
woman's
on the
denture mouth.
economy. And I've given you out.
There was no triumph. The Obama's economy was garbage. They play these mental gymnastics about his economy, and it was trash.
This is unacceptable, though. You're the Speaker of the House.
Mumbler of the House.
And you can't even get your denture situation under control?
No, it is embarrassing. Yeah, that's a really good point. Billy Block says, Obamacare bill was written by the insurance companies, for fuck's sake. Like, stop. You haven't helped people. You don't want to help people. If you guys wanted to help people, we'd be passing some sort of infrastructure bill right now.
You know who's a guy that works for the government that wants to help people? Rand Paul.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe Rand Paul's a guy that actually is like, while everybody else is like, I don't know, we'll have the insurance companies write the thing. I don't know. Let's go lunch.
We gotta go.
It's lunchtime. And Rand is one of the only guys that's like, well, no, let's sit down and read the bill.
Did you read the 1,000 pages?
And you're like, Jesus, he's not leaving.
Here we go.
I'm going to sit here and read the bill. And everybody's like, fucking nerd. Anyway, let's go get some
Get
lunch.
out of here.
Happy hour.
A paper on this put out by the
Look at her,
Joint
she's
Economic
shaking.
Committee
Look, do
under
you see her
leadership
shaking?
of Don Beyer.
Look at the
Dom
paper.
Beyer?
Yeah. Don Beyer, bro.
House vice chair on that, and it talks about all the things.
Like, do you understand if
creation
this
and the
were a
rest.
job,
But to
if this were a regular
succinctly-
job and she were like one of the bosses coming in to talk, this would be one of those things where at the meeting you're all like leaning in and whispering, going like, is she okay? Is this company in trouble? Like, is the CEO of the company going to die? Like, it's just, that's not, she doesn't inspire confidence in me, Royce. She just doesn't inspire confidence.
Yeah, see, Control B says, Rand is also filibustered the Patriot Act getting renewed. He did. That's a very good point. He did.
Put it, when President Obama came into office, the unemployment rate was 10%. When he left, it was 5%. So President Trump did not inherit a mess. He inherited a momentum.
Listen, I understand that you're trying to protect your homeboy, but no. That's not actually true. Okay, he didn't inherit momentum. The reason that Trump fucking got elected was because the middle class was, and still is, by the way, dying. Okay, they're dying. The middle of the country is dying. They have towns that used to have. We actually played it here. Was it a Camping World or whatever? That used to have this fucking that had a factory in this small town.
Oh yeah.
And they completely destroyed. It's dying. It's dying. The problem is that you fucking boobs, right? You what happened with the Democrats, man? I remember when Mitt Romney was running, that piece of shit, right? But when he was running, that warm body that they needed Obama to beat, that's what he was, right? He was a seat filler.
He was a jobber.
He was a jobber, exactly. So the fucking
He was like Earthquake from WWE.
No,
It's like-
Earthquake won matches. He was the Brooklyn Brawler. He comes out in his ripped up shirt and he fucking jobs to Shawn Michaels because they don't want to hurt. They don't want to hurt Undertaker before WrestleMania. So he comes out and these corporations, because the Democrats used to all be united about, can you believe Mitt Romney's a venture capitalist and Bain and and they're like, Bloomberg's awesome. A literal venture capitalist. Like, what happened was that these corporations made a deal with these people, right? And their deal was really simple. It was like, look, I'll tell you what. We're going to give you trans bathrooms. We're going to give you Black Lives Matter. You let us fucking do whatever the fuck we want. They're like, that sounds like a great idea. Trans bathrooms, and now we have one black CEO. And now you guys are all like, they now are absolutely, the Democrats are helping destroy. It's amazing to me that the Democrats who hold their power in the biggest financial part of the country and the biggest tech part of the country are pretending like they even understand what Joe Everyman is dealing with.
But they do, bro. They're just like us. They're elected officials. They're serving the public.
It really is hilarious that this goofy, shaky bitch, this alcoholic who ran up, what was it, $1,000 bill on a flight from what was the flight thing? I think it was from Florida to Washington D.C.
It was something short.
$1,000
It was
bill
one
on
of those
booze.
things like the movie Brewster's Millions. If you told me I had to spend $1,000 on a
Right,
flight
yes, exactly.
and I'd get another 1,000 when the flight landed,
Right.
I'd probably fail that test. Like you'd be like, so did you do it? Did you win? I'd be like, I spent maybe $300 on this flight. I couldn't drink any more booze, and I didn't have room for any more headphones and pillows. I tried to spend $1,000.
And then you have the pictures of fucking Elizabeth Warren hiding behind one of her aides, getting off of a private jet because they didn't want to catch her. It's these you guys aren't good at lying. And the thing is, when you're a politician, you have one job, and that's to be good at lying.
And they're not good at
You
this.
guys are getting really bad at the thing you're supposed to do. Nobody believes you.
They've had nobody holding them accountable for so long.
God,
It's
you're
been so
right.
many years of people going, oh, okay. You're like,
You're
no,
right.
no, we're passing this budget with the new tax because you deserve better roads or something. And everybody's like, okay,
That sounds good. I like roads.
I like
roads sound good.
Roads are cool.
Yeah.
And now they've gotten to a point where they're like, just get back. It's like the scene in The Sopranos when they're busting out that dude's fucking sporting goods store, and he comes out yelling, and he's like, look, there's a lien on the building. They're gonna shut. And he's like, get the fuck back in your office, Davey. And he's just like, right. That they've gotten to the point now where they don't even try to be nice and sugarcoat it. Get the fuck back in there. And you're like, okay, but you're supposed to be accountable to me. What is going on? Like they've just gotten it's amazing how bad they're getting at this because. Again, they got lazy. They had Obama for 8 years. And Obama would just come out and go, oh, I'm passing another 10% tax. I'm going to take more of your money. And it's going to be great for everybody. Everybody's like, he's so handsome.
You think Obama made him lazy?
Yes.
Yeah, you think you might be right.
They fucking coasted on Obama's charm for 8 years.
I've never thought of it
None
that
of them
way.
had to do anything except
right.
whatever Obama said.
You're right. I mean, I've never thought of it in that way, but Obama made them lazy.
They
Because-
never had a plan post-Obama. So they just were like, I don't know, maybe they were planning on removing term limits. They thought that would help.
Yeah.
But, they never had a plan for Obama just going away. So they got 8 years of, I don't know, fucking throw Obama out there in front of the crowd. Have him work the crowd. We'll be fine. That's literally, remember he would get like, Obama would actually like get himself involved in shit that the president normally would never even be involved in.
You're right.
Anything that was Democrat, team Democrat, they'd go, fucking send Obama out there. He's amazing. And he would go out and he would do crowd work for 10 minutes. People loved him. Hey, that guy knows what I'm talking about. And it's just, he did that thing and he left and everybody was like, he was basically Black Bush. Bush was the same way. I know everybody hates Bush now, looking back on
But at
him.
the time.
But man, standing on the fucking rubble of 9/11, which he did, which he committed, with his cowboy hat and his fucking megaphone thing. And it's like, he was full of shit, but he was like, yeah, man, we're going into the Middle East to watch us drive. Like, he was just so confident that we're like, I feel good about this. I feel good about the impending crashing housing market and all these wars we're getting into. This is good. And Obama was the same way. He was just so good at working the crowd that anytime these idiots got themselves in trouble, they're like, oh, we'll send Obama out there. He'll fix it.
I think you're right, because that's a really good point. Between Bush and then between Obama, it was just 16 years. Dude, Mike, 16 years of nobody tackling issues that people really cared about. Like, it was either war or it was, how do I drone strike a wedding and get away with it?
It's a Google search.
Yeah.
My president's Google history.
Yeah. It was Obama drone striking an American citizen and then Pelosi high-fiving people after it. It was this international globalist war that's been going on. And while factories are dying and people are having their kids die of overdoses and illegal immigrants are just taking over the country.
They took our jobs.
And yeah, exactly. And nobody giving a shit about it. Nobody cared. And then the thing is with Obama, to add on to what you said, like the media was so complacent with Obama, they never pushed back on him because he's, beautiful black president. Look how he is. And not even, I don't want to hear, well, Fox did. Fox didn't either. Fox kind of took shots at Obama, but everybody was so afraid of being called a racist,
They
right?
went easy on him.
That they did. They went fucking easy on him. They went easy on him. Remember when fucking Rush, as much as people want to make fun of Rush, they can. When Rush made that song like Obama the Magic Negro, and they crucified him for that song, which wasn't even a racist song. It was a stupid boomer song that was just like, whatever. And they fucking crucified him for it. You weren't allowed. They never had pushback. They never did. And now what happens is it's those 16 years, this goofy bitch has been there. This goofy bitch has been there all 16 of those years and never did anything. And now what's happening is people are going, you know what? We're fucking sick of you not doing anything. You don't get to do this anymore. You're not allowed to do this anymore. And that's why people like Trump win, and that's why people like Bernie is going to get the nomination. This is why. You guys had your fucking shot, and for 16 years, you had it on cruise control. And what happened is you ran the country into the fucking ground. Under Bush, we had the goddamn housing crisis, and then Bush and Obama let the fucking car companies off the hook. And then before you know it, now they let the car companies off the hook. They gave it, and now Detroit is a goddamn ghost town.
It's so fucked.
Yeah, no, you're right. Captain Hench. Oh wait, sorry. Adolf Hitler's Etsy. Did my watercolor paintings of German shepherds arrive? Not yet. Captain Henchman. I'd like sharing my fake rank with a Nazi, even though I probably agree with him on a certain hand-rubbing, coin-hoarding types. Miami MILF. I did see Wayne play a drag queen on Broadway, Wayne Brady. I think we've just confirmed he is Michelle. All right, we're going to look into it. Mike, this is a big donation. Eric Charmella donated $10. If you thought black people were annoying after Obama was elected, imagine the gays and trannies if Pete Buttigieg, he's not going to get elected, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, he's gay. Gay guy.